I'm trying to figure out how I can share pictures on this live. This is all new to me, but I'm making it happen. Hey guys, you can close the door over there. Can, and can I get some? Can I get some tea? So I did a couple videos yesterday, and anyone seeing the video where Shauntey White put out a video with my ex-wife here in the Gambia, talking about, physical abuse, which is an absolute lie, as well as, me not taking care of my children and things like that. But this is what I'm going to do to show, anyone that this whole thing has just been a complete and total nightmare, not only for me, but for, everyone that had to look on and watch us in shame. And only to have, my business, from day one, our people were very sloppy, you know what I mean? And, someone's personal, what they're doing in their personal life shouldn't be put out there for, public consumption. You know, and after, I think this is going to transpire for a couple more months, and it's just a role that I had. I would love, I would love to have been out, as we started in the beginning. Yesterday, I was speaking to a couple sisters from the UK and one sister from the US, and we were sitting down. We were talking about the early days before everybody started coming over, when we just started out down at Solomon's. And she was like, yeah, those were the days. People were coming through, and but at that time, remember, there was only one person in the game at that time. So everything was fine and dandy when that one person was, dominating the repatriation market. So I know a lot of people that are here on the ground. People come and see me. When I had when the problem was taking place, a lot of people just didn't want to be attacked by individuals like the Negropean and the slew of other people that are just on YouTube looking to create content. People didn't want to get attacked. Who wants to get attacked? Who want their name dragged through the mud? We had Shakina, and we had RJ, and their name got dragged through the mud. Of course, mine and Art Cafty was dragged through the mud. So people didn't want to have their names dragged through the mud. So a lot of people, they just chose to, just be in the background. But people were coming through and checking me out. I have people come through, and as the situation was progressing, and just talking about the madness, of what was taking place in the middle of such a grand movement. Now, yesterday, of course, anything dealing with someone's personal. Now, Shauntey has been recently exposed for the robbery. You remember the robbery that took place at the light at her the other day? A few weeks ago, the robbery. And she did the video, the emotional video of, her house being broken into. She's crying. They were in her house while she was asleep, right? We haven't heard anything else about that. There's people out there talking about it. Kiki Love Nigeria. Take a look at her page. Come to find out, it was her security guard boyfriend, hired penis, that actually, broke into the house or was arrested or something like that. Just one of many of her boy toys that she accumulated here in the Gambia. And over the past year, over the past year, going around passing out pencils and composition notebooks, you know, that's noble, but that's not creating jobs. Something that I have done. That's the real work. Kiki Loves Nigeria. She points out, crowdfunding and ideas when you look into it. And she talked about ideas about how it takes dedication. It takes hard work. How you have to have prototypes. Although we had, product that was available and that, people could stay, however, she does a very analytical breakdown of everything involved, because we need that. Because, they say a hint to the wise is sufficient. However, an ignorant man will never get it. And we just choose not to see the situation for what it was. Like she said, everybody wanted to believe that a brother was over here doing something wrong. Because they wrong and they can't do things. So they wanted to believe the worst. And we saw the worst come out. And now we continue to see the worst. And we're seeing the end of the worst. Because this last little shenanigan, my wife is already dealing with some legal proceedings, dealing with me. There's no way she should, my ex-wife, there's no way she should have been on YouTube saying the things that she was saying, knowing that they're complete and absolute and total lies. Do not send any money. Tay, you'll be a fool if you give that lady money. That lady probably have more money in her account than you. We had a joint account. I had to take her to Banjul so I can get, I wasn't even going to take all of the money from her. I was going to let her keep half of the 500,000 Dalasi, which is $10,000 US dollars. This lady sat there. If you look at her, and I have some pictures. I have some pictures. She does not look like 1 minute that she is, she's been deprived of any food or anything. No, nor has my children. Your phone here. So, okay, Jay, everything, bruh. How come you're always in some type of drama? Because these ladies keep on putting my name in some type of drama. It's not me. They're putting my name from day one. And it's not just them. It's a whole bunch. It was a whole bunch of people at one time. And all of that's coming out, to basically defame my character, to run people away, run investors away. We had a ton of we were we were killing the game here, killing it. But we had some very, very wicked people here that have networks, have YouTube networks, that wanted to, that negative was generated, calculated. It took phone calls, tons and tons of phone calls, tons and tons of messages. All these women were out here trying to dig up any dirt they can get about me. It had to be at least 50. You understand what I'm saying? At least 50 people, male and female. People making videos, all of that. All broke people. And that whole, over the past year, my blessings have not stopped. You see a little bit on my YouTube. I went to the U.S. for 3 months, had a ball there, traveling all over while people were here struggling, trying to make $200 off of their YouTube channel so they can pay their rent here. Zion Waits, definitely look up Kiki Loves Nigeria. The sister is doing a lot of research, and she's really exposing all of these hypocrites that's here, talking about they're Pan-African, and obviously they're not. Obviously, when you see them and you see their demeanor and you see their mannerisms, you can tell that they're suffering emotional and mental issues. Emotional and mental issues. They're over here promoting feminism, trying to bring brother down. Trying, the whole, her and my ex-wife up there, they want to see me in jail. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen because I haven't done nothing to go there. And Gambia is not like that. They don't lock you up like America over dumb stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Now, she made allegations that I put my hands on it. They will lock you up over that. But I haven't been locked up. She said there was some type of picture out there. I would like to see it. You understand? All complete, total lies. I couldn't believe that this sister, I've been around, so I've seen it. I mean, I'm not super surprised. However, for her to go on YouTube and try to get some money in donations when she have over $10,000 that I gave her to start business. She has a taxi. I don't know how she might. I don't know how many taxis that she owned that we brought. But the $10,000 was supposed to go to a 21 passenger truck that we were going to buy. It was going to cost about $7,000. That was going to be for our business, to generate money and, things like that. She kept all of that money. She started a drama. I let her hold another vehicle of mine, which she refused to give back. I had to take her to the police. And when we went to the police, she made so much drama because she was upset because, she couldn't control me the way that she want, or how she saw things as far as just me and her being in a relationship. That did not happen for her. And she's upset about that. And she's going to all of these extremes, which is going to, impact her negatively in court, as well as Shauntey. They're foolish. They're at the end. It's over. You know what I mean? It's over. It's all out. It's all exposed. It can't go no more. Juliet, her involvement, Blackson, them getting up together, ganging up to defame me and put all of this foolishness out there instead of trying to keep this stuff out of the public and be responsible. Right. At the end of, like, I'm not defending before. If somebody gonna get up there and tell you all that I beat them, you understand what I'm saying? I punched them in the face multiple times. Man, I'm getting up here and I'm saying something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm getting up here and saying something. As I said before, I brought this lady and she's upset. I kicked her out of my house because of her attitude and her conduct. And from there, she's been on pretty much a rampage. I tried to mediate with her father, but she has zero respect for her father. Came over there in a rage because I had the audacity to try to sit down and get her father to speak with her so that we can, keep our marriage together. With her cousin and her sister, who are unmarried women. She's putting her business out there. And I'm going to tell the truth. I don't have to lie. I'm going to sit here and tell the truth. And if anybody's here that know me, they already know the situation. It's the people that is not here that may question it. But anything that is around Shauntey need to be questioned. She looked like a very hurt and hateful person that she got exposed. And she didn't even say, hey, listen, she put me through the hassle of them questioning me about breaking into her house. Right, I went through a big hassle that day. They had me go out to Banjul, which is an hour and a half away from here. Sit out there for about 4 hours, only to be brought back 10 minutes away from my house where I could have went, so they can question me about Shauntey's house being broken into. I got this reindeer cup. It reminds me of the Northeast. I haven't seen snow in a long time. We was watching the movie with a ton of snow. I was sharing with my wife. That's where I come from, snow. Brought me out there regarding and questioning me Okay, yeah, like you said, at the end of the day, when you look at me, and I don't show much. I don't put much on YouTube, but I put enough up there. You see me in New York, 42nd Street. You see me in Orlando, Florida. You see me in Atlanta. You see me in Ghana. You know what I mean? Not by myself. When I'm flying out, I'm going places, you know, sometimes me by myself, but I might have 2, 3, or 4 people coming with me. That's my family. And you see me, you see videos, you see I have people around me that I'm mentoring. You understand what I'm saying? And that, and in most cases are doing very well, have done well. And, from information that they receive from my training, they're doing well in life. That's no. Okay. Okay. I'm speaking with one of my people here. She's very thorough, man. I speak high. I had a lot of thorough people. They said on that video I was married to Ida. I was not married to Ida. They was just saying, and it was like he had another one the other day. They're just saying anything. The wives they have, they know very well. You understand? They know very well, and and these sisters don't deserve to have their name put, out on social media. My back. You got my back. They don't deserve to have their name put out on social media, especially for some foolishness. So you have people that's coming from the UK and US that's exploiting the Gambian people, exploiting the culture, disrupting the movement, undermining the movement, bringing lies, deceit. Stay with the truth. But it ain't no truth in them. My ex-wife, she has money. She has money. Trust me. She has a lot of money, and she has at least 2 businesses. One is a transportation service. She has a taxi. We were supposed to get the truck, but she did what she wanted to do, and she bought the taxi. And I know she does import-export. Her sister does import-export from Turkey. I invested money in her sister. Not one penny have I got back from them or their family. And I've looked out for their family for a long time. We were married for 3.5 years. So at the end of the day, as I shared, I wanted to show you some of these messages that I had with my ex-wife, so people will know, because she said I don't take care of my children. I want you to see these Zelle transfers and payments that I send over to her. 19? It's 18? Take that. Take that. Huh. Yeah. So, hey, you not tomorrow, right? Not tomorrow, right? You're not coming. Yes? Nope. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I want to show you guys these receipts that I send over to her, but I doubt if anyone, she sound convincing, but I'm telling you, when we went to the police station, oh my goodness, she was wilding. They had to tell her to calm down there about the car. They made her give me my car back that I let her use. She had to be forced to do that, and she had no one male representation there. She had taken advice from her sisters who are unmarried women. All right? Anybody that's out there listening to this, don't continue to assist in bringing people down. That's not in their right mind, in their right way, in their rightful thinking. What the hell is wrong with you all? Opening up your YouTube channel, opening up your platform for people that, are liars, people that are, defamers, people that are looking for YouTube fame and notoriety against people that's fulfilling the role. It's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you in ways you don't. We can't turn our back on it. Okay. Okay. See, I have my StreamYard lined up, but I'm gonna get that right because I want to make sure that I produce some quality content. Okay, I don't think anyone ever really thought you broke in their house. It don't seem like you got the time to be breaking them balls. Ah, and, why would I wait so long to do it? I mean, of course, I mean, that's just absurd and ridiculous that I would break into, anybody's house. But the thing is, that's harassment because we've have a pending litigation. That's harassment. And only to come and find out it's somebody that she's sleeping with that did it. Where's the apology at? Damn, bro. Damn, bro. My bad on that one. I thought it was you, but it was somebody that that was laying the pipe to me. You know. So all of this stuff is coming out. All of this stuff being exposed from last year, what took place with our multi-million-dollar business. That was within 8 months, we were able to do astronomical numbers. There was a lot of hate because of that. My former business partner, she is a person that creates media across industries. So, women's issues, men's issues, health, she has a background in media and radio. She has her network. People like her and they understand her because apparently that's our demographic. That's our brothers and sisters. I have three sisters. I grew up with. Then all the other sisters that I call my sisters from my hood, which are my sisters. So I already know. I love me some R. Kathy. Like I said, okay. With the situation, regardless to how if someone's gonna come up here, with that particular situation, as far as bringing my ex-wife up there, it's sad. It's a sad thing. They want you all to think I'm some type of woman beater, that I'm sitting around abusing women, beating women. My ex-wife said in the video before she got with me, she had a job. No, I started a relationship with this lady 4 years ago when I came to Gambia. The job, she didn't have a job at that time. And since then, I've been taking care of her ever since then. Before I even came over here, when I first came over here, I worked with them a little bit, but the infrastructure was not strong enough to do anything. They couldn't do much. But they were doing a little bit because I taught them QuickBooks and a few other applications. But, I used to send them money every month for like a year until I came back again. When I came back the second time, that's when I asked her to marry me. I met her the first time. And when I came back the second time, I said, hey, listen, if you don't have anybody, I can marry you. That was the only person that that was the only female I really met when I came over. She came with a brother, his name was P. They both got the compound that you see me in. I said we can get married, and I needed somebody that I can trust on this side so I can send money over to. So that was after the first time I came over, I met them. I stayed 2 weeks. We worked a little bit. I tried to work with them while I was gone, but I was sending them money every month. The next year I came over, I asked her to marry me, and she said she'd think about it. And then the next time I came over, we got married. But that for 2 years, I was sending them money, 2 and 3 times above the national average. She act like she said she was in this room and she was oppressed here. My wives pretty much, they don't have to do anything. You know, it's not like they can't do anything. If, you know, if they feel like they want, you know, one of my wives, she has like 3 businesses that she's running. The one that they envy the most, that my wife Lisa envy, my ex-wife. We need to talk about it, you know, and interview your ex because she doesn't know the nature of the relationship. Oh yeah, you know, it ain't no way, you know, if she's my enemy, why is she trying to mess with my children? That's what I'm saying. If she know we got serious problems, why is she around my family like that? You know what I mean? So there's gonna be repercussions behind that. Don't try to get close to my family and you have a problem with me. That's sick. You know, and my children, the children mother's sick too. Mr. Cherno, the Gambia spec, brother, this is not drama that I have created. You have a distorted view of the situation. You need to look up and get familiar with the situation. You understand what I'm saying? As I said before, I have Gambian children here. All right, you need to address the people that's here that don't have children here. You need to address the ones here that's, disrespecting the culture. You know, the ones that's here disrespecting Islam. The ones that's here bringing instability to Mr. Cherno's, country and his countrymen. All right, do your research. Look up Kiki Loves Nigeria. Look at my page, see what I do. All right, see the work that I do here. Seemed like Blacks has set up the whole interview. It seemed like an orchestrated plan. You ever see Training Day? And Denzel, the dude in the car, and he like, yo, you've been planning this all day. He was like, no, I've been planning this all week. You know, that's the situation from day one last year. There's Kiki's doing a great job digging this information up because it's all on YouTube. Julia interjected herself into my business when those ladies first came over here because they wanted to gang up as women. She got inside their ear and they looked for a problem. But they didn't think about the repercussions. They didn't think, hey, this brother got the plan. This brother has all the business systems. You know, I can build a business from A to Z. You understand what I'm saying? I can build a business from A to Z. All right? I don't need to pay anybody to do it. And that's from years of spending money, paying people to do it, and then taking things in-house myself, and then learning myself. You know, I'm going into this email right now. I sent Kiki about my wife, about these receipts. So I send it to her. Now, Shauntey, she's going to go out there and have my wife, ex-wife, incriminate herself pretty much. Defame and say, I don't take care of the children when she knows she has I gave her over $10,000 for the family. I've always taken care of my children. Said I beat her, which is a complete, absolute lie. All right, so I'm going into this email, and I'll let you guys see some of the receipts, just so you all know. But I don't think anyone believe, I'm some type of. With so many ex-wives and wives, what's the point? What are you getting at? I don't quite understand what you're saying. If the issue is with my personal life, then that's a personal issue that people have. You know what I mean? I guess we live vicarious through people, and people are interested in the lifestyle, but it's normal. It's normal over here. So you just have to come over understanding the culture. One dude was like, hey, when the kids grow up, they're going to know you have children by somebody else. That's how it is over here. That's how it is every day. It's like they have, not sister wives, they call it stepmoms, co-wife. All right. I was over a family house yesterday, and we went to a wedding. A brother from the U.S. married a sister right around the corner from my wife. family, and we went to meet my wife, one of my wives, to her father's sister. And her father's sister, they were, elderly up in age, but there was a co-wife there. There was a co-wife there. Let me see if I can answer some of these comments here. Yeah, but that video was, like I said, why is she trying to get, you know, personal and marital issues should not be brought into business, and beef is not good look for Shauntey. No, she know we have a heated beef, and she's messing with my children. You understand what I'm saying? She's interfering with my children. But like I said, my ex-wife opened the door for that. Opened the door for it, and they both want to have me locked up, which is a fantasy in their head that I did something. An absolute fantasy. It's crazy, and they're putting it out to the public like that. Let's bring this man down. Let's bring this brother down. And they spoke of none of the good that I've done. Lisa didn't talk about any of the hundreds of people that I've, brought in and then through my training classes. And we give them transportation. The people that were coming doing the classes, we were giving them transportation every single day, to and fro, giving them breakfast and lunch here. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody that came here that's been through here, come around my community and ask anybody over here. I mean, you can just look. You should have seen enough by now to see that I'm very impactful in the way that, I interact and exist here in my role, in my true Pan-African role, to being a community leader. Yep, Danielle, all of this stuff is coming back, and a lot of people got drawn into this drama, from the day one. And a lot of people, you gotta make it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's, a lot of people have came and said, hey, listen, I misjudged the situation, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? It's all good. Now we need to address the elephant in the room, and that needs to be, brought to the forefront of how people are here promoting Pan-Africanism, but they're nothing more than thugs and gangsters. Woo. I'm gonna turn this around, right? You guys can see some of these emails. All right, here's one. $6,400. See, Ndey Lisa Faal. Hold on, let me see. If you can see that right there, it says Ndey Lisa Faal. Oh, yes, I did. He sends you $1,500 tomorrow also, so the total is $10,500 starting from when I started sending for the car. Do you know the total I send you? Do you keep records? Answer this. Oh, it's $64.90. This is the amount I received from the wire transfer fee included. That won't be $10,500. Instead, it'll be $9,990. Fees excluded. All right. Here's the date, April 27, 2000. This is what I showed the police there. April 27th, April, May, June, July, August, September. 5 months ago, this lady had $10,000. Do y'all see that? So from when the time I started sending her money, I'll just show you guys some of the, Salam, Uncle Quasi, this is Jardy. Thank you for the money. May Allah bless you and your family. My mom and dad are happy. The other half, I'll buy clothes and shoes for Ed. Jardy is our adopted daughter. She's been helping us with our children for a couple years. I've been taking care of not only Lisa, my 2 children, I also take care of Jardy as well. Her family live right down the street from me. I look out for them too. I take care of a lot of families here. You just seen this lady. Here's one of the transfers right here. All right, from my checking account, April 27, $2,000 to Mustafa. All right, $2,000. Here's another one, May 4th, $1,500, not Dalasi. All right, 1,500 USD dollars. Here's another one, 2,000. I just showed you guys $5,500 in transaction money that I sent her. We are family, Paul Williams. All right, okay, family. What's up, family? Right now I'm just dispelling the myth that I do not take care of my children. I can show you. Let me show you. I just showed you emails, no messages, right? I record everything. Messages that conversations I have with her about me sending her this money. Right here. He's sending you 1,500 tomorrow. I have one of my people send her 1,500 tomorrow. Also, so the total is 10,500 starting from when I started sending for the car. I don't know if you guys can see that. Do you know the total I sent you? Do you keep records? And this is in Ndey Lisa Faal, the one that went up there lying yesterday. That Shauntey brought up there to lie and defame and put herself in the middle of a class action suit against her children's father. So I'm gonna show you some pictures. She wanted to get up there and hide herself, but we're gonna put these pictures out there tonight so y'all can see. You tell me, this look like somebody that's been starving or hurting and that's been oppressed. She act like she's Amanda Berry. All right. So right here, this is Juliet. Nobody's really even focused on Juliet like that. Juliet's a done deal. She's been exposed as a fraud. It ain't nothing that she can do to change that. I'm sitting here telling you, she's sitting back here and conspired with her, with a group of people from UK. It's a lot of people here from the UK that's cool, that's very disappointed. Very disappointed in the situation with her. And they feel that she got too much, there's too much attention focused on her. And she doesn't represent, she doesn't represent the whole of us. This YouTube will make it seem like that. But anyway, so she didn't tell you about all these people. Her brother, right? Her sister, I brought her sister a computer. This is another training class that we did right here. I'm sorry. This is another training class right here. This was last year. So that this is a few of my team members here. There's Umi right there. She's been holding it down for a long time, seen a lot, dealt with a lot of crap and bull. All right, there we are right there. Okay, this is here at my compound, but let me show you I just showed you all that this lady Lisa just recently, within the past 4 months, 5 months, had $10,000, 10,000 US dollars. The average average, she has enough money to take care of her for 5 years in terms of a job capacity, but children are a little bit more expensive than that, So if we go, we increase that again, she has money for 2 or 3 years, 3 times, 4 times above the national average. You understand what I'm saying? But she's sitting there saying that, trying to get you all to send money. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, let me see here. Okay, this is the lady here when we first got married. That's Lisa. All right. Hold on, let me wipe the screen. I want to make sure this is clear. Right? That's her there. It was all cool. It was all cool back then. Right. Mm-hmm. But the whole time, for the first couple years, it was just us. But once it got to about that 2.5 years, and it was making things happen, and it's time to, grow and expand. There was a huge, huge, huge problem. Okay, let me see. All right, this is my son, right? The one she said malnourished. My son Cairo. Y'all might have seen that on profile right there. That's my son. This was last year, right? That's my son and my daughter that I have with her. You know, I'm glad this gives me an opportunity to show you guys, and I'm gonna do this in a better fashion, just to kind of show you, you know. Let me see. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna do this in a better fashion so you guys can actually see the pictures. But what I wanted to do is establish tonight is that what you guys heard was complete lies. Now you guys can't see that one. Let me see that one a second. These one are kind of smaller, but that's me and my son right there, name and ceremony. And that's her. Okay. Man, I have a lot of pictures and things and that I took. I don't want to put them all out there, but this is Jody right here. This is like our little adopted daughter here. She holds it down. This is Lisa and Ida and Anna that worked last year. This was never none of these. This is the only wife I had that was around at that time. So this is me at the hospital with my daughter. Okay, all my children, I'm at their make all of their doctor's appointments, and that's my daughter right there. That's she's almost one now. Then I have another son here, and that's my son Cairo. So for the allegations, her going up there yesterday it's gonna have repercussions for her, and like I said, you guys, you know, people personal life is life, especially if you're not helping the situation. You know, that's horrible, man. Let's see, shame on them for. Let me see. Oh yeah, the children are gonna say that, and you know what? The children are gonna see this at some point, and they got to deal with the fact. I mean, many of us have came up in single parent homes that only realized, damn, mommy was the one that was tripping all the time. You understand what I'm saying? I'm glad lady of class almost missed the slide. Hey, quick, Kiki is out to look for the next pimp. Right now, we need to focus on, getting this information out about what happened. Kiki is one of the few people that is using her platform to really address this issue, what's taking place. Everybody is scared to address it. You understand? And that's why we cannot move forward. That's why we can't move forward. And a few people are only coming out. Like the European, he's a turncoat. Before, he was down with the whole conspiracy movement to undermine and defame me and things like that, and bring all of this, bring all of this shame to the movement. He came around and said, hey, Juliet was giving him information. She was the one feeding the information. That's where it started. And then it was just a string of other people coming. String of other people. Why, let me see. No, in the States, I have 6 children in the States and 3 here. Yeah, them sitting there talking about I'm a bad father, you know, like I said, for someone to look at me and think that I'm not a person that's not responsible, then like I said, I really don't care. I mean, I'm living my life, my family, and everything's good. But when I see one of my enemies, and it's crazy because the Bible says, we're going to live in a time where a man's own enemies are those of his own household. A man's own enemy. Blacks to show evidence to show she wasn't scamming these people claims against her. Bro, Paul, you need to come over here everybody's seeing it now. Everybody's seeing the problem with this lady. She's a compulsive liar. Somebody just left from here, a very popular YouTuber, still got issues with the first land. I sold 60 plots of land. Y'all not talking to somebody that don't with blacks it. I was the businessman. You're not talking to somebody that don't know her. You understand what I'm saying? You guys it's so much information that's out there right in your face. You guys are not even really seeing what the true of what's going down and the true violation that they got going on. Yeah, it's not a distraction. After our opportunity was destroyed last year, my role was that of bringing the truth to light and addressing the conspiracy here, addressing the dark movement. And that's what I say. The dark movement that's here, the wickedry, and just the hate that's spilling out of these YouTubers here. The hate, you understand what I mean? And everybody's going after that mighty dollar. Nobody really has a community development plan in place. So everybody's scattered about around here, and the reputation of the diaspora is in question here. We're bringing drama. You understand what I'm saying? Is violence that start to occur here. Let me see 1 second. All right. Okay. All right. Amir said, having children, just because I have children is some type of joke. Having children before represented a dynasty at one time. You understand? A man was known by his household. My aunt have 9 children. So should she be ashamed as well? Anybody that have a lot of children, is that a source of shame? What you're supposed to have 2 children like in China, Yeah, so the video, as I just established, I just showed you all, which I showed to the police about this money that she hijacked. Yeah, she's hurt, but like I said, I was born into this world like everybody else. Okay, Gracie Griffin, I want to answer your question. She said, "Why? Tell me why one man would want to have more than one wife." Okay. First of all, if you think about this, if that's not for you, then you're free to live your life according to how you see marital structure should be set up. You should, and that is how you should live. Now that because there's different realities over here. That's a reality over here. In America, we have a culture where men still engage in multiple relationships. They just don't marry the woman. So you'll have a man with 2 or 3 girlfriends, or even a boy. These young guys, I was, young at a point in time, and then the type of turnover with women is immoral. It's a social responsibility, but if it's not for you, to each his own. To each his own. You don't have to come and challenge someone else. Believe as you believe, and do as you do. And was a culture of oppression. But that's a Christian country that put us into slavery. When we look at why are we coming back to Africa? We're coming back to Africa because Africa got it. And that was a responsible thing to do. When you look at a polygamous society versus a monogamous society only represents all of these scientists, body language, and all of this stupid stuff, man. You don't know how to. You a poor judge of character. Why I asked her to quit her job, bro? I took care of that lady, bro. I just show you I gave her $10,000. You still, anyway. Yeah, you'll have little, it's people on YouTube. Unfortunately, they make a comment, but you can't really see how they look. If you see how they look, you'll be like, oh yeah, this person, right? Yeah, something wrong with him. But anyway. So the purpose of this live was to make myself, seen and available. Like I said, Shauntey going there with my ex-wife, and my ex-wife going up there telling all of those lies is a total attack on the movement. It has always been. And, like I said, we're seeing the end of this. We're seeing the end of all of this drama. But what it has done, salute Clear Boyer from Kigali. All right, peace. Mr. Bronze, I see you. Check the chat. Look, someone is sending flying monkeys. Yeah, these people are so... All right, let me see. Right, so I wanted to get up here, chop it up. Yeah, our people, that mentality, we want to bring each other down. But like I said, we learned a lot. Our community, we learned a lot, and we're doing things a lot different. You know what I mean? But, that diaspora community is very, very toxic. Very toxic. It's a lot going on over here. It's just the same mindset. You don't have no collective movement. You don't have any collective movement. We do have a few. Right now, this week, we're coming to the conclusion of, determining whether it was any fraud or mismanagement. Now, this is going to be a huge development here, because if there was no fraud and there was no mismanagement, that's a large part of the deception that was put out there. That was a large part of it. And my enemy, Juliet, she was hoping that I didn't have my thing. I already knew it was coming. I already knew it. I'm not a fool, man. I already knew. But I know how to keep perfect records. You understand what I'm saying? I know how to keep perfect. I know how to build business. We create monetization channel. Like Kiki said, you all saw everything there. I have documented paper proof facts that we had a legitimate, viable business that was generating money. Begin to generate income. And taking inward investment coming in to the Gambia. We were creating jobs, everything that was and is supposed to happen from our community. I was doing that pretty much by myself with my Gambian team. It wasn't, Sister Y'all asked me, who's there with you? It's just me and my Gambian team. I tried to get a couple sisters from the States to come in and continue. I did. We laid them a crazy foundation. Nobody had to come over here and create and do nothing. Everything was already in place. All we needed is people to hold posts and direct the traffic as people came in to go into the properties that we had online. All right, it's really a no-brainer. All of the money got deflected and ended up going to other local businesses when that money should have, went back into our community. That money should have went right back into our community, and that's what we had set up. And it's hard building within the Black community. We got all of these challenges, all of these personal challenges, all of these character defects, all of this immorality. People coming looking to have a nice time. I'm here actually looking at some pictures. Let me see. Yeah, so I just wanted to make myself available if anybody had any questions about what was said. And someone is sending flying monkeys. Right. So what we need to do is, those that are coming, this is what I've learned here, and I'm gonna start doing some videos on this. What I've learned is a lot of people, maybe the money should have gone back to the investors. They did not ask you to redirect the money. I don't understand, Lady Blessings. If you can't handle marriage, then don't marry so many wives. Yeah, so I'm just going ahead and blocking some people. But what I've seen so far is we have a lot of antisocial personalities coming over here. So it's going to be a small core group of people. We invest in real estate, land development. Getting people to, do complete land. Right now we have 35 people that are in the process of doing a collective land purchase project together, where we can help everyone, utilize your credit. Everybody should be on their credit, like right now, getting that credit, 90 days, 3 or 4, 5 months down the line, you have, $500,000 in credit or more in business credit that could be used to help to build, collectively. We can only do it collectively. I'm going to do another live, and I'm actually going to show this is one of the spots that was here, the Ghana Town location. I was trying to find the other document, but this is where they were staying when they were. That's the beautiful lounge that we had there. Right. Many people didn't see all of this stuff, a few people, but as soon as we were getting started, man, all of this crazy, as soon as we getting started, man, something so beautiful was destroyed. Something so, and then you hear me, here I am again with my team, some of my team, some of the girls that I've been training, right? Over 100 people have came through my training. Over 100 people. And even before anyone came here, I was putting tens of thousands of dollars into this economy. Tens of thousands of dollars. This is me and my brother right here. Me and my brother right here. This brother right here has a lot of knowledge. Like I said, our background, man, I came from, Islamic Nation of Islam, background. And one of the things that we were taught and that was drilled into us is collective community, collective economics, working together. I'm in the spirit of, Malcolm X and, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, mostly, and Marcus Garvey, those type of things, in terms of coming and building and collective and group economics and, moving together as one and building businesses. We have over 8 businesses that that we own and operate. And that would have been another, with my own money. I didn't take a penny of it. I don't double juggle. I don't mix. The money that we have for our project there, that money was allocated for those projects. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, we had a huge loss, with that particular project. But I have other projects that I've been doing that were, monetized and making money. And we were able to grow some other ones completely independent of all of this drama. Completely independent of all of this drama. We had the, that couldn't even be put out there because they were looking for any way to try to destroy my income streams. Let's destroy this brother income streams. Let's destroy his potential to make money for what? Because I tried to help. I put myself out there trying to help. And this is what happens. This is my family in the States right here. I know you guys probably saw this picture before. But this is when I was in the States. You understand what I'm saying? My daughter right here, she played classical music. My other children, multi-talented. They've been, they were doing martial arts when they were little kids. My children, they were all homeschooled. They just only started going to school within the, past 3 or 4 years just to get the interaction. But yes, here's another class that we have, that we had here, cell phone repair class. This was just 2 months ago. So I just wanted to show you guys just a little bit, and address the idea that, this lady, my ex-wife, is not receiving care from me for my children. And for her to say my child, I don't think any child over here is malnourished. They live in compounds. They, the whole family will buy a bag of rice. Everybody eating over here. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody eating over here. I don't know, you got people that's malnourished because they don't get the right nutrients. But but in terms of consumption and having something to eat and food, you're not going to see people like they have on the videos, like Ethiopians and their stomachs all protruding and you can see their spinal column. That's what, all of that stuff, man. Nah. I'm looking at another beautiful picture, but I can't even show y'all this one. Hold on, maybe I'm going to cover it up. Let me see. This is my son right here. This is Tabasky, and that's me right there. But certain pictures and things like that, it's really not for the public. Anybody that's really interested in seeing my life, I'm gonna get my Patreon account going. But honestly, I've been having problems just trying to keep up and upload things there. But anybody that's interested in that, I think it's important, especially for the brothers and the sisters as well. However, at a certain age, we're just destined to continue in the path that mostly dominated our life. You understand what I'm saying? But, you can do things different. You can do things different. And I hope that's, the message that I relay from here. But, God willing, in the next few weeks, man, we're going to close it out. Everybody will see from a law enforcement standpoint, was those allegations true or false? And you guys should be expecting to see that in a week as we conclude this. And then we bring, those who are accountable to justice. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next video. Peace.